fed my hubby. Everybody feed your hubbies yet? I fed my hubby. I fed my baby. He's sitting here. He's trying to ignore me. 'Cause we have to do BATH. If I say the word, it's not a good thing. Oh. So, how's everybody doing? Anybody want to talk? I had to talk with my husband about the great big freaking wolf that came in our yard. He just told me he heard it howl. Howl. Oh, oh, he said 3 times. Mind, body, spirit. That's that's Darian Brown, you know. He's a young wolf. He's a young warrior. He's a football player who probably was pretty good, too. I feel it. With that, now there's 8 sets of twins, I know. 8 or 9 now. Hiya, I was thinking about you. Aren't you supposed to be in bed? Because you said good night, so I'm thinking different time zones. I told my daughter about you. When I figure out how to email that thing, hey, if I give you my daughter's email, you want to say hi? She's cute. She lives in Florida. Where there's critters. Oh, no, I had to go feed my hubby. Because if I don't feed him, I'd be going to bed all right. I'd be knocked out. No, my hubby never hurt me. Don't you like the email about how when you don't have your TVs in, it comes out TV. TV. I said to my daughter, I said, since we're both, I was going to say autistic, since we're both dyslexic and your hubby's really smart making code and stuff, how come they don't make they make stuff for blind people and all these people? What about somebody who's dyslexic and all of a sudden your chat starts jumping out at you? I said, Bobby Joe, I said it's a good thing. It's a good thing I only get 2 or 3 people in the chat because everybody'd be mad at me because everybody's words are jumping out like spaghetti at my face. So she's laughing as she's driving home. I tell her, and I told her father, I don't like talking to her when she's on the phone driving. Good Lord, I get distracted and go into the mailbox. And I hit things. Sorry, well, not really. I only walked into a tree once, and then I started to say, keep walking forward. You live in the country, you have trees that'll kill you. Do you ever walk into a pine tree and go, oh my freaking Lord? Then you have pine scent for the rest of the day. Do you see why my hubby won't let me see people? Because I said, somebody wants me to put up my face up online. He goes, oh Lordy. I said, I know, and I was thinking about it. Should I? He goes, don't you be a bad girl and put nothing up there. Don't you? I said, I'm not going to show nothing. Because that's what that meanie guy said I was going to flash him, and I want flashing nobody. Nobody's going to see my stretch marks. And how women with big boobs want to let them go free. Because if you have to restrain them suckers, it's like wearing a straight jacket. You know what I said to him? Mr. Putin. I said, honey, Can we get all the Ukrainians and the Russians together and put Mr. Putin a straitjacket, put him on a barge, and let have a Viking burial? And my hubby's, this is St. Patty's Day, and he said, nope, that's too good for him. I said, not if you blow the sucker out of the ocean, it isn't. I'm not revengeful, am I? Every time I say that, I sound like I'm drunk. I'm not revengeful, am I? Am I yelling? Because, oh yeah, Benny Keys, people are telling him stop yelling. So people are listening. Hi. So, how are you? What's the time difference? Here, it says 1906 here. So 1906 is 12 plus 7. So it's 5. Is it 5? 5 or 6 o'clock, something like that. Did you eat your dinner yet? I know Mr. Comey has people. Oh, okay. So we're ahead of you by 1 or 2 hours. Oh, okay. So when you tell me to go to bed, I should go to bed, right? Right? Right, my girl? Oh, I'm having so much fun using the voice thing in the emails. My poor daughter. She loves me, you know. So does her husband. I told her I was doing sign signals on it, saying good night to him, doing our salute. I'm scared she's gonna go say, Nikki, you better go watch and see what Mommy's doing online. Should we cut her? You know what somebody said one time as a threat? That they were gonna cut my internet off, you know? Can somebody do that? Because it was a threat by Lizzie. Lizzie Savage said, better be careful over there, your little auntie. And it was on BX Beastie Boys site. You better, and that was before I left, you know, to stop talking to people. Well, I wanted to, because everybody was bullying me, you know. And once I saw that Benny Keys, once I started telling my story, it all came into play, like each live, you know. Trying to meet friends on the internet and then I went to music after BX Beastie Boys said, learn your computer, Kimmy, learn your computer. Well, I'm learning it now, BX Beastie Boy, but I can't put my face up. That young man saved my life on the internet because just like SP, he's of color, you know. Because a young man who will let me say in his lives how Game of the Thrones, like those stories and all these stories that are out there, I said to him, BX Beastie Boy, I'm being bullied online. So he said, go, because he's into music and he's funny and he hasn't acknowledged me yet, but I've missed it when he's online, so I haven't been able to really say thank you for saving my life. I've told Calvin Harris and his band every day, because he doesn't copyright strike me. He's in every video, and he's a UK band. And so when I came in as Kimmy Craig, and nobody liked me because I wanted to talk about the mental illness with Darian Brown. So then I was called the Unabomber, and like I said, put in YouTube hell trying to find safe places. And then I went away, listened to my music, danced, found out as I am, like the song As You Are, I'm beautiful as I am, you know? So then, when my family bought me a star called Kimmymonster, and then a few days later, somehow I had a message that Steve's aunt was in the hospital, or something to the effect. And for some reason, I found a piece of paper where it had his number on it, and I called him. And that time he picked up, and he hasn't picked up since. And that was before the last time I left him, he didn't pick up. When I tried to tell him where the boys were, and Kai and everybody thought I was a nobody, so I left. And then when his auntie was dying, he picked up that day. And I said, Steve. And he said, I can't talk right now. I'm at the hospital with my aunt. And I said, Steve, I'm so sorry. My family just bought me a star called Kimmymonster. Have her come to my star. And I said, Steve, there's a whole much more about where the boys went and all this. It's trafficking of children from centuries. And then he hasn't picked up since. And that was, well, if you look at Steve's community page, it's over a month now. And since his auntie died, I've lost 45 pounds in that amount of time. Throwing up and having the full scene, because the police that believed me, that took me to crime scenes that I never knew about, screaming, what the fuck happened here? And after I said, you can't do this to me anymore, I said I can't do this. And then, when I met my master to female, Daryl, I hope he's alive. He was a master sergeant at Garner Air Force Base. He at one time told me to get off the computer too, because people are mean and people will kill me, he said. And around that time, I had talked with Colonel Russell Williams, because master to female, and my idea was like they were master-slave relationships on the internet. So around that time, a lot of people got in trouble and everything because a couple of subs killed themselves or were put in bad situations caring about men online again. So I started talking to this man, and he really started making me throw up all the time, And I truly believe now the times that I was talking, or he was talking to me, saying he was a slave, and Russell Williams already was known for phone sex as well. That's why I believe Benny Keys and a couple other male creators do backline sex with their submissives. Or they're not their submissives, they're subs. Because a man can make a woman love him, and he'll leave her within seconds, but a woman loves forever. Like, nothing breaks like the heart when the US government killed Kiki Camarena. And that's why. every video has either the last narc, Kiki Camarena, or Hector's name. I can't pronounce his last name unless I hear somebody say his name. So that's why the American government will never put my YouTube channel into the wavelength because they murdered Kiki Camarena funding the Contra War. And now that I came out and said that Trump, during the administration of Trump, all those people that were separated at the border and kids were taken away, there are at least 800 to 1,000 children that went poof. Where'd they go? So when nobody would pick up my phone call and call me back, I thought. And then everywhere I went, this E&E crimes chick would follow me and abuse me every place I went. And then everybody's trying to tell me who I am. And so I threw a snowball in the United Nations website to say, online bullying through the YouTube is real. I was called the Unabomber. About the third or second time I went into Steve A.V. Watchman's channel, and I tried to talk and say about everything that's going on, but then I looked at the chat and I saw everybody was going, oh, that's her. That's that Kimmy Craig, and she's crazy. And I could see everybody saying this in the chat, and I got all upset, and Ray Jean and Steve were there going, well, don't look at the chat, don't look at the chat. But how can I not look at the chat when somebody is calling me crazy, calling me the Unabomber? And there was a couple of people that said, stop it. And I know of two. And one is A. Clem, and the other is Maddie from AV News Crew that protected me. So, that's kind of what it is. It's my story of if I was the Unabomber. And there's a whole bunch of stories in each video of being abused. Every channel I went to, and people are laughing at soldiers' PTSD because somebody tried to take his remote control and then he killed his wife and his child. Well, if you try to take a remote control from a soldier who's playing a gun, it's a gun. You take away his gun. When he goes back into a point of PTSD, he is going to blow everybody away that's in front of him. He doesn't see family. He sees people that are going to bring him back to the point where he was shooting to save his life. But I'm just Kimmy in Canada. I don't know nothing. But just a sec. I got a dog next door going, Kimmy, I'm out here. Have a treat. And he's blind and he's deaf. But somehow that dog finds my window. Kramer, Roscoe's here. Want to go say hi? Daddy forgot treat. So we can only give him, well, he likes these things. You don't like these, so I might as well take those right out. Okay, come on, baby. Come see Roscoe. Let's get him. Come on. Hurry up. Let me freeze it. Get in there. Okay, get in there. Run, run, run. Why are you walking like that? You're walking weird. Okay, come here. Sorry. Had a puppy outside. Yeah, I'm the Unabomber. They wouldn't even let me cross the border one time. They sent me back. I said, what the hell? And then we went over, my husband and I, and the guy said, have you ever been denied entry to the U.S.? I said, yeah, I was. What the hell? My husband, yeah. No, Ted Kaczynski, he knew what to fucking do. He knew technology wasn't good. He wasn't crazy. That's why he stayed in the fucking bush. That's why I stay in the bush. They did experimental shit on him. That's why. The American government does all these experimental shit on people, and then they go, oh no, we don't know why he went wackadoodle. Yeah. It's because he had a gift. He was a seer like me. And then he got turned into the Unabomber. Just imagine if I was a man. It's only 3 hours to go and see Mr. Scott in London, Ontario. I hold my hands like this when I talk about that man, you know. Because he put the Unabomber tag on me. And you think one person will speak up for me? I speak up for everybody else. I speak up for the picture that they used of Candace around the bonfire in the name of the seals. That around bonfires we let out our truth. And around bonfires that I've been, healing circles of women saying they knew the exact moment their child died. They felt the life cord from that baby go boom, snap. So, yeah, I guess I am a little like Ted Kaczynski. My words are fire. That's why I'll never be in the YouTube wavelength. Men are scared of a powerful woman's voice. That's why they want me to put my face on there so I can they can pick apart my face. But you can't pick apart a voice. A voice. A voice. He has a right to talk about being there. He lived there. He lived there when the wells were there. He calls a little girl a baby girl. Fuck if I'd be in jail for calling every baby girl a baby girl a baby girl. Look at me. I kiss babies' feet because it feels like caterpillars touching my lips. We all have love. I don't know what all he said about the wells. I would really like that Molly Golightly's son, because that guy's a good fucking kid. He's very to the point, and Benny Keys just wants to put that guy down because he's gay. His sister was lesbian. Benny Keys is scared to face his life because everybody sees it. Goes popping around, planting seeds in women's bellies, and then he leaves them after they start talking and saying, "Hi, Daddy." Spend some time with me. No, he has to go out in the garage, spit like a fucking dog, or a llama, and all these things. And he's strolling for weed money. He doesn't like me because I'm legal. I do my capsules. I don't get high, but I don't hurt. And that's why I've been hurting, is because I haven't been taking my drugs like I should be. My medication. But Benny Keys is who he is. He's gay. He tells you because he loves Ernie Shell. Those two probably have phone sex. I'm not supposed to talk about somebody's sexual choice. I was on a girls' hockey team while 3/4 of them were lesbian. Probably about a quarter of them probably killed themselves. The other 2/4 I know are in happily married female relationships. So if I don't know what I'm talking about, and I seen a girl that was on a reserve, and thank God she didn't get there, because they were huffing gas, and she was lesbian, that I was in Breton House with her, Rita's her name, and I swear to God, if I hadn't had a relationship with a husband that protected me, because it's easy to fall in love with a woman because a woman doesn't belittle you like men. That's why Lacey died. Her heart got broken probably by a woman because she was in love with men. Then women killed her heart. And then you have a brother who is sitting, mañana, mañana. She was older than him. So when he was born, she was put in the corner because Benny Keys is a savant, an autistic savant. He will try to cry in front of you because he's pinching his face trying to force tears. That man knows the criminal system like a Bible. He can read things out of the dictionary. But he doesn't. He can spit out all these big old words, but he doesn't understand the meaning. He can give you the meaning, but it doesn't mean he understands or knows how to give love other than to say, and I'll say this because this is what his thing is. It's rest in peace, Cash App, gang bang, because Benny Keys put a murder on Darian Brown. Because it's milk a tragedy as much as you can and spin it and spin it and spin it. And because my face is on here, he cannot spin me as a liar because the voice is much more powerful than the face. Because Benny Keys has tried to hack my phone. He's good at hacking people's phones because he tried to do it. I talked to my daughter. I talked to my son-in-law. And my son-in-law is going to check out Benny Keys because let me tell you, my son-in-law, I ain't going to tell you nothing. You'll find out Benny Keys. Benny Keys. Hi, everybody. Hi, my girls, my SS girls. All Lizzie's friends. How you doing, girls, today? How's Lizzie doing? I haven't heard from her in a long time. I ain't subbed to her. So, Penelope, Beth McGee will never get a second chance with me. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, I will spin it back to thee. Oh, congratulations. I knew she was supposed to have a baby girl. I was going to make her a lamb for the baby. Have all the body parts of a little lamb. All I had to do is put it together. My own design. So, yeah. Everybody can give up on everybody. Lizzie's got 2,000 subs. But nobody can give me their phone number. That's so fucking weird, you know? Yeah. That's why nobody will give me their phone number, because Benny Keys traces everybody's phone shit. Yep. Figured that out too. Everybody's seen what Beth McGee tried to do in here 3 times. 3 times. Well, one time she said she flagged my channel 3 times. And then she came in here right in front of Penelope and My People Are Evil and said, no, I didn't. Right, girls? Didn't she try to lie and say, that's not true? I don't have a Facebook. And that's why I think everybody's fucking around with this Facebook shit. Because just after somebody killed my computer, I have never been able to do a Facebook. So everybody's fucking around with Facebook. So everybody's going to be found out. Just like that Lori on Eye of Ion Entertainment. Yeah. Everybody's worried about losing their subs. You know? No, I can't open an account. It will not let me. Penelope. Somebody is fucking around with my stuff. Everybody's scared. All these big creators that are getting stuff sent to them from their subs. See the lights blaring? That's my police saying, spot on. All these people send them money, send them gifts because they believe, oh, you're a really good creator. Until everybody found out that I've been trying to call Steve AV Watchman since the boys went missing. So everybody's worried now. Everybody who has brand new IDs that don't have a picture on them, that they told me I was Benny Keys. I put my picture up there. If Gail Thornberry would come in my chat and say, hi, Kimmy. Hi, Kimmy. I'm sorry for saying that you were Benny Keys. When everybody said, after I came out of Ray Jean's live, saying that was really rude, what you said about that nice man. Because Bruce Davis is a nice man. Then I went in to the live chat when infamous truth teller took everybody's right after that and said, Kimmy Craig, who are you? Look so fucking stupid in the live. Go look it. It's all there. See? Spot on. The blinking lights. Every live is a story of the abuse on the internet. So, see, there's all girls in here. No man will come in here and say, spot on, spot on. Everybody will see what John Crimes did to me. Can give him on advice about his plant. But sure not allowed to talk in his chat. See the blinking lights again. Spot on. Yeah. See the lights blinking. It's my police officers that have died that are saying, Kimmy, doesn't matter what you say, the American government is never going to allow me to be in the wavelengths because I am fighting for and in the name of Kiki Camarena. I went in there because I really like this guy. He believes in superheroes. Go look at his last live talking about Mr. Smollett. I seen a lot of people that are my bullies in there, so I left. Then I went back in and I said, as he's saying thank you to everybody, I should do more streams and publishing other creators and this and that. And I said, Mr. John Crimes, please help me with my channel, be a Kimmy. And then I was timed out. He posted too much mama's post and timed me out. I went to go say hi to Too Much Mama and realized I was timed out by the creator of the stream. Then I left there and immediately made a stream about being timed out in his channel. You guys, I might as well keep talking. Go and see the last bit. It's about this much into the video at the end where he's saying everything to everybody. And you'll see Too Much Mama's thing, and you'll see my comment comes up a little bit, and then I'm immediately timed out. I'm leaving. I'm getting angry again, and when I get angry, I cry, and when I get angry, I cry, and nobody cares. Everybody wanted me to kill myself because, right? Isn't that the game, the Cash App game? Let's see how many manic depressive people, how many people we can get to care about us and then give them a wrench, take it away, give them a wrench, take it away, and then abuse them to the point where they say, fuck you. I'll just take some pills and go to sleep. That's what Benny Keys did, her sister did, and said, fuck it. I'll just go to sleep. I'll just go to sleep. Because I speak in the name of her sister and all the manic depressive people that died during the pandemic and said, fuck it. I'll just go to sleep. Wrenches are a part to say. You guys will never understand. Goodbye. I won't kill myself or anybody, but I'll watch Benny Keys go to jail. I will watch Benny Keys go to jail for putting a crime on Darian Brown, and I think that's why everybody's here, is to say, I've had all my wrenches given to me, the first one, by Scott in Canada, after I told him, you should be offline. Your daughter's autistic. Why are you doing this? Why aren't you doing your lives when your daughter's sleeping? But right from the start, everybody wasn't supposed to talk about your kids, my kids, but talk about everybody else's kid. Yes, Scott, AB in Canada. He called me the Unabomber and put me out in YouTube oblivion. Yeah, Scott is AB, the Canadian supposedly native man who has an autistic daughter that his tribal council, well, yeah, I know he took your wrench too. Benny Keys tried to give me back a wrench and tried to shut me up, and I told him. And that's why Beth McGee's been playing around with me, is because I told him, I told him, AB, you have an autistic daughter. To hear, get out of my fridge, quiet on the scent, go to your room and hear his little girl scream is no parenting. So from that point on, the next time because I was calling in at that point, okay? Then I called Steve because I had just gotten my computer so I could see what everybody's saying about me in the chat. And I said, AB is like Hitler, going around, gathering certain people, building alliances, like building channels like you guys did. But because I couldn't pay and say, $5 here, $5 there, I was never accepted because I wasn't in the Cash App gangbang. Because when everybody was in seclusion in your houses that had credit cards, they would go to everybody's channel. And it would start a roll of giving money. One person would do it. They did it in everybody's channel to make sure. You give me $50, I'll give you $50. Then we'll get a Cash App going. Everybody will start donating. For what? And that's what I tried to talk to Emma about it. And I found out who Emma was. Because she was best friends with No Thanks, who I tried to email too. Tried to email Dougie and say, 30 meetings, no lives. See if you can do it. Challenge. Don't do it. You need to get away. Because you're drinking too much, Doug. Why are you drinking, Doug? So he has a secret in his closet why he drinks. And that's probably the ammunition that Benny Keys has. Benny Keys has secrets on everybody. And Benny Keys tried to do a criminal record check on me, which he found out every fucking thing I said, from being in the Esposito school to being a silver and gold and future 2 gold medal winner. And me being Ukrainian, I have a crystal ball and I have a gift. And if you come in here and you lie to me like Beth McGee did and say I'll email you twice now, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So I will never give Beth McGee 3. Because she hurt my mind and my spirit. But her body will hurt now. Because I won't let anybody do that to me again. Because every live I make, people ask me questions about what's going on. These are my stories as well as your stories of the wrenches they gave you to silence you and the wrenches I said to shove it up your fucking ass. And if Chasing Truth doesn't like me, she can take her wrenches and shove them up her fucking ass too. Because I'm passionate. I'm a bear. And like I said to my husband, wait till you see when I build the lodge here, darling. Because he went into sweat lodges too. He went inside while I fire kept outside. So, wait till you see what flies over my house, because it's been seen before. Kids ran into the house, parents saying, going, what the fuck is over Kimmy's house as I'm sleeping before I have to go and bake the donuts? Where police officers fell in love with me because I made their donut extra big and it was in the back of the kitchen. Where when my guys came in, everybody knew they worked 3 shifts, came in 3 times. There was 3 donuts for them of whatever they wanted. There's a chocolate cruller guy, a cherry cruller, my apple fritter guy, and my cinnamon bun guy. And let's just say, my cousins who owned the buildings at the time, the bloodline of Hall, again, my native spirit, Mr. Shipley, my great-grandfather, was probably a cold talker when you had to kill him. Can't let the code out, right? So, if Benny Keys would go online and tell everybody, the whole world, that Kimmy Craig never ever threatened to shoot him, if he would clear that up in YouTube world, maybe I could not talk so much about fire, about all these peacocks behind their computers. And those are the male ones. Because remember, the female peacock isn't as beautiful as the guy. Right? Because he wants to show his fan of feathers. Show his fan of feathers. Because he wants to attract more girls. More girls to love him. So, I have to go. I want to finish my purple crochet jacket because I got some beautiful teal yarn. And thank you, ladies, for your time. Thank you for getting me to 100. Yeah, the pretty birds. Yeah. Yeah. It's because those guys are the ones that hurt me And if they can't come in and stand up and be a man and say, Kimmy, as a man, I come to your channel and say sorry. Because what they did to me in their channels, it will only come back on you. So, Twisted Gamers, you probably want to eye on Americans' friends. So, time to get offline because you're just trying to twist the truth. And you're probably a guy. So, bye. Bye. From Canada. Snowball Nation, where I see the truth. Because I put a snowball in the United Nations Live website, and other people did too. So, Twisted Gamers, you're in the book too. Bye.